Things are getting interesting in the NBA on ESPN. The Warriors come in with a pretty good offensive squad. They can hold their own against most teams. They will be squaring off versus the Bucks, who come in expecting to continue running their offense like a well-oiled machine. One of the best things about them is how they value every possession and refuse to make those costly turnovers. So without further ado, let's send it to Bob Steele and Rod West out in the Bay Area.
Welcome aboard, fans, and grab a good spot on your sofa. We're here at the arena in Oakland. I'm Bob Steele, and with me as usual is Rod West. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Who do you think's going to put on a show?
Sam Cassell is a pretty good shooter, Bob, especially from three-point land. I'm interested to see if he can provide some clutch shooting.
We'll see how things pan out, Rod. Let's get ready for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. For the Milwaukee Bucks, at center, Irvin Johnson. At forward, Anthony Mason. Also at forward, Tim Thomas. At guard, Sam Cassell. Also at guard, Ray Allen. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Golden State Warriors. At the center position, out of Mississippi State, 6'11", number 25, Eric Van. At forward, out of Duke University, 6'9", number 10, at guard, out of Michigan State, 6'6", number 23, Jason Richardson. Also at guard, from Arizona, 6'3", wearing 0, Gilbert Arenas. Also at forward, from North Carolina, 6'9", number 33, Antoine Jamison.
The Warriors get the opening tip.
Pushing down. Another two.
Passes it.
Pick him up. Stay in.
Gets stopped by Allen. Bounce pass. 7 on the shot clock. Fired long by Jamison. The defensive rebound by Johnson.
Jamison had more positives going for him than negatives on that shot, but he comes away with nil.
Mason makes the pass. Allen launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Allen is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one.
Takes a turnaround Jay. Gets right iron, no good.
Jamison can't believe he blew that one, and neither can I. No excuse at the finish when you're that close.
Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Shoots from the top of the key. Drains the first bucket of the game.
Now that's a guy that can light it up from out there. You have got to watch out for him.
Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
15 go. Watch out inside. Pick him up.
Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Rises up.
I got him.
Cassell passes. In low. Stolen.
Things got a little jammed up under the net right there, Bobby. A golden opportunity for the defense to get in there and get the steal. That's how you play defense.
Powerful rim hanger by Richardson. Mason inbounds the ball.
Pick him up.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
I got him. Power again.
Passes it. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets back iron and out.
That's a pretty tough matchup. Even if they keep applying steady defensive pressure just like that, they're going to have themselves a workout tonight.
It's blocked. Jamison gets it right back after the block. The J was missed by Jamison. Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Sam Cassell gets airborne. Gets the lay-in.
I got him.
The Warriors have it. They're shooting 25% from the floor. Nabbed by Richardson. Gets stopped by Cassell. Arena passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Arena launches from beyond the arc. Gets the front rim.
Arenas comes away empty, but he was playing pretty well on that. I'm not surprised he missed it.
Just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Allen goes to the fadeaway. Puts too much on it.
They got a break on that one, Bob. That shot's going to fall 99% of the time.
Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Arenas shoots from just inside the line. Can't tie it up.
Arenas has a first-rate mid-range game. Even though he missed that one, he has to keep taking that shot.
Now right side.
Inside.
Allen launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the go-ahead bucket. 4-2.
Allen is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one.
Received by Arenas.
Stay tight inside. Watch the pick. Pick him up. 5 under 2.
7 seconds to shoot. Gets cut off by Cassell. Arenas dishes it off. Dunleavy shoots with the clock winding down. Puts up a miss.
Move the ball. Find the open man.
Dunleavy passes it.
I got him. Through ball.
Bounce pass.
Get him. It's going inside.
7 on the shot clock. Skies. Goes glass on the lay-in.
Look at the replay right here, Bobby, and watch how he loses the defense.
Loses the D. He posterized the D. That was a fantastic move.
You're right. All he needs to do is go to that crossover for his score. It's as simple as that.
The Warriors have the ball. They're shooting 14% from the floor. Passes.
Get him. Come on, line it up.
Takes off. Powers it down.
Jamison didn't go down the fanciest dunk right there, but it all counts the same. The Bucks
Can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that.
Lock me out.
Deflected. And it's right to him.
You've got to love the projection right there. That's how you play the game. Makes this old coach proud.
The J was off the mark by Jamison. Cassell has the ball.
The Bucks
Are at the controls. They haven't hit a shot from the arc. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 6-4.
The Warriors
Trail single digits after one, Rod. Any significant stats that leap out at you?
field goal percentage, Bob. When you're shooting that much worse than your opponent, you have to be relieved you're just down a little bit instead of being blown out. Now let's see if they can play some D and get it any closer.
Mason with the inbound.
Pick him up.
Cassell passes the ball.
Watch it clear out.
Passes it. It's loose.
The Warriors
Touched it last right before it went out of bounds. The clock winds down to 6.
Roll it.
Passes. Thomas fires. Gets nothing but net.
Thomas didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod.
The Warriors
Work it up court. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Pass caught by Richardson.
Switch.
High rises. Gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more.
Even with the foul, he got that one to drop. Incredible body control.
He completes the three-point play. Mason throws it in.
The Bucks
Have the rock. They're 0 out of their last 2 from the arc.
Pick coming. Powering
Pulls the trigger from the high post. Gets right iron, no good.
Cassell was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession. The Warriors
head into the front court. They're shooting 30% from the floor. Allen makes the pass. Cassell has it. He's 3 out of his last 4 from the floor. Mason takes a quick shot. Corrals the ball by Jamison.
That's an impossible block, Bob, but hey, he did it anyway, and that's all that counts. He had horrible position, but somehow managed to reach over, get the block, and not commit the foul. Good job.
Passes it.
Ball.
Cassell gets busy. You heard the whistle. Cuts it on the way down. That's goaltending. Count the basket.
Substitution for the Bucks.
The Warriors
take it up court and are back 10-7. Passes.
Pick coming. Stay in.
Jamison fades away inside. Can't connect.
Oh, Bobby, you gotta like the way you whipped that one down.
The defensive rebound by Prisbilla. Cassell with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. Into the low post. Puts it up inside. Connects off the front rim.
Just squeaks that one in. Nice shot.
The Warriors
can trim this lead down and bring it close with the bucket here. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 8 so far.
Richardson comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works. Prisbilla inbounds the ball. Cassell brings it up. He's shooting 80% from the floor. Allen goes with the fadeaway. Can't drop down his shot.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Bricks it inside by Mason. Prisbilla capitalizes on the second chance opportunity.
I got him.
The Warriors
have it. They're shooting 50% from the arc.
Yo, power step.
Arenas passes. Richardson fires from the right block. It's blocked. Dunleavy goes up. It's blocked.
Just like in swimming, the buddy system works wonders on defense. The double team can be risky because it draws the resources away from somewhere else on the court. But when it works, it's the best.
They appear will come off the floor.
Ball.
The Warriors
bring it up. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor.
Watch out inside.
Arenas gets aggressive. Gets the lay-in. Prisbilla with the inbound. Cassell has the ball. He's 4 of 5 from the floor. Passes it. Lets it go from 7 feet out. Puts too much on it. Missed tip in by Mason. Nice rebound by the 5-year man out of North Carolina. Jamison now has it. Releases. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim.
He doesn't normally take those, but he saw an opening, got it to fall.
Cassell is at the controls. He has 8 points from the floor. Pass low post. Cassell had his pass go out of bounds, and they give the ball up.
The Warriors
are looking for their first lead of the game. Bounce pass.
Hard. 5-on-2.
Launches from beyond the arc. Bounces off the left rim and out.
He had great position and allowed him to snag that rebound. That's how you play this game.
Cassell works it up court. He has 6 points from the paint. Cassell passes it. Allen fades away inside.
Help.
Gets the lay-in. Thomas throws it in. 45 seconds here in the second quarter.
Pick coming. Stay in.
Passes.
Watch the pick. Flare.
Thomas takes a turnaround J. Can't stop the run.
Nice shot. Had the matchup he wanted, got the points he wanted.
Get him.
The Warriors
have the ball. They're 1 out of their last 3 from the arc. Passes it.
Watch that low.
7 on the shot clock. Richardson is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
Tell you what, can't argue with that. Obvious foul.
He gets the first of 2. Mason will leave the floor.
Substitution for the Bucks.
Ham inbounds the ball.
The Bucks
Are at the controls. They're shooting 42% from the floor. Ham with the ball. Uses the leader inside. Can't sink the well-defended shot. The clock runs out, and we're heading to the half. The score, 18-16. Besides Rod, the best man to break down a basketball game is our studio man, Clark. It's all yours.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Now let's take a look at how the numbers break down from the first half. The Warriors have done a good job of limiting turnovers in the first two quarters. Look at the turnover difference between the two teams. That's going to be an important statistic in the second half. Antoine Jamison, in the first half, has a total of 2 points and 6 rebounds. That makes him our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Cassell dishes it off. Shoots from the top of the key. Doesn't get the tough shot.
Cassell is usually deadly from that range, but the defense played him perfectly.
Richardson takes a wide open shot. Knocks it in, and he's got a dozen. Mason with the inbound. Cassell has the rock. He's 2 out of his last 6 from the floor. Caught by Allen.
Watch the screen. IV.
Allen launches from beyond the arc. Drops in the well-defended shot.
The Warriors
Could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. Passes. Richardson goes with the fadeaway. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Richardson has a decent mid-range jumper, so that's a good shot even though it didn't fall for him.
Shoots from the paint. Doesn't get the bucket. Dunleavy passes the ball.
The Warriors
Work it up court. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Dunleavy with the rock.
Watch the screen. Tee it up.
7 seconds to shoot. Pass to the paint. Takes the shot from the elbow. Can't take the lead.
got a decent look there, Bob.
He just couldn't take advantage of it. Tough break. Amazing play, Rod. Let's check it out on the replay.
Ray Allen made a great decision. He saw someone had a better shot than he did, and he gave it up. Now that's a team player.
Team play is contagious, Rod. Let's keep our eyes out tonight for some more great passes. Dunleavy throws it in.
The Warriors
Have the rock. They're 1 out of their last 3 from the arc. Passes it. Richardson pulls the trigger for Nate. Bounces off the left rim, then in.
Man, he is just in his element inside. What a player.
Cassell with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. Cassell gets up. Get him the layup.
The Warriors
Head into the front court. They're shooting 39% from the floor. Now right wing. Richardson lets it go for the wing. Gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 16 so far.
That was a no-brainer right there. When you're that wide open, you got to take the shot.
This is what makes the game fun. Nothing fancy here. Gets the open look, reacts, drains it for 2. Good shot. Mason inbounds the ball. Grabbed by Allen.
Ball.
Allen heads up court. He's 1 out of his last 3 from the arc.
Stay in.
Cassell makes the pass. Rejected hard and gathered by Dampier.
Playing defense is all about position, and Bob, he had great position. All he had to do was just get his hands in the air.
Deflects the pass. Now in the paint. Dunleavy fires from the post. Gets back iron and out.
Dunleavy has just an average inside game, and that's the problem. You never know what to expect when he takes it in there.
Allen gets it right back after the block. Allen picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 5 in the game.
The Warriors
Have it. They're shooting 33% from the arc.
The Warriors
We'll get this one back. Foyle comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Johnson will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Bucks.
Pick him up. Side D.
Passes.
Ball. Up down low.
7 on the shot clock. Foyle has it. Foyle shoots from 12. Bounces it off the short side and in.
That's an old basketball move, but the pump fake, still good.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Mason with the inbound. Cassell has it. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. Cassell passes.
Watch out low.
It's stopped by Foyle. 7 seconds to shoot. Allen shoots, gets fouled, and makes the bucket. He'll have an opportunity to add 1 at the charity stripe.
Nice body control to get the shot off with the foul.
He completes the three-point play. Arenas will head to the bench. Mason will leave the
Substitution for the
floor.
Bucks.
Pick him up.
The Warriors can tie it up with a basket this trip down.
14 blue. 305.
Inside pass. Dunleavy pulls the trigger from the high post. Doesn't tie it up.
That's the shot we wanted.
Cassell brings it up. He has 10 points from the floor. Bounce pass. Allen shoots from 12. Now has 10 points this period. He's got 10 total.
You'll sink those all day, Bob. What a nice shot.
31 seconds here in the third quarter. Passes it. Nabbed by Sura. Goes with the crossover. Puts it up. Tried to lay it in, but it wasn't finished by Sura. Brisbilla corrals the defensive board. Cassell has the ball. He has 8 points from the paint. Thomas launches from beyond the arc. Puts too much on it.
He just lost concentration. Didn't keep track of his feet and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Jameson throws it in.
The Warriors
Bring it up. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Had it off in time, but the buzzer beater was missed by Sura. We're at the end of 3 with the score 30-26.
The Warriors
Couldn't hang on to their lead at the half. Any stat you see as being a major factor right now, Rod?
assists, Bob. They're doing a great job creating opportunities, but they don't appear to be together defensively as they do offensively. They need to turn up the intensity and make some stops.
Sura passes it. Gets cut off by Allen. Allen comes away with his third pickpocket tonight.
Allen continues to pester the offense into coughing it up and coming away with big-time steals. A few more plays like that, and they just might squeak by with this one.
Picked off!
The Warriors
Have the ball. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the arc. Inside. 7 on the shot clock. Goes with the crossover. Gets stopped by Thomas. Shot attempt from the high post was missed by Welsh. Rebounded by Brisbilla. Cassell is at the controls. He's 2 out of his last 6 from the floor. Off the front rim and missed by Allen. Sura has the ball.
The Warriors
Are at the controls. They're shooting 36% from the floor. Top of the key. Dunleavy releases, drops it in.
Dunleavy didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Kukoc inbounds the ball.
The Bucks
Can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Passes. Rises up.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Johnson looks fresh coming back on the floor.
The Warriors
work it up court. They're shooting 25% from the arc.
Watch outside. Drop. 305.
Arenas dishes it off. 7 seconds to shoot.
101.
Jason Richardson pulls the trigger from 18. Maybe next time.
That's a nice job fighting on the offensive boards.
Received by Cassell. Cassell works it up court. He's shooting 62% from the floor. Kickback.
I got him.
Thomas shoots. Doesn't get the tough shot.
They've got to be thanking their lucky stars that shot went wide. That should have been an automatic, too. He was so wide open.
Bounce pass. Uses the crossover.
Get him.
Arenas goes with the fadeaway. Doesn't tie it up.
D negates the shot. Man, these are two great players going head-to-head. That's basketball at its finest.
Pass left corner. Launches from beyond the arc. Allen from the arc. He's got 2 from downtown.
A simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
Especially when you're able to knock down the open jumper on a consistent basis. Foyle with the inbound.
The Warriors
Have the rock. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Top of the key. Dunleavy releases from close range. Pulls it in by Mason.
Dunleavy met his match on defense. Hopefully, he learned something here.
Passes it. Takes the turnaround J. Doesn't get it all the way there.
He's almost a guaranteed deuce from that range, but the D kept a little bit closer than his shadow. He's going away empty-handed.
Lobbed it. Arenas passes the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Shoots. Gets the front rim.
He has got to stick that open jumper. No one is happy with that shot. Not him, and definitely not his coach.
Allen now has it. Uses the crossover. Puts up the shot.
Cassell has a crossover move that's the envy of most NBA players. We've got to see it on that play. The Warriors
Head into the front court. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the arc. Richardson pulls the trigger from the high post. The defensive rebound by Prisbilla.
Richardson was heavily defended on that shot, but he put it up anyway. That's not how you run the offense.
Passes.
Get him. Clear up.
Allen jumps up. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 15. Foyle throws it in. Arenas heads up court. He's 1 out of his last 5 from the floor. Pass caught by Foyle. Arenas makes the pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Richardson with the ball. Richardson launches from beyond the arc. Can't stop the run.
That's not what we practice.
Foyle will head to the bench.
For the Warriors.
Johnson comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Arenas with the personal. That's his first foul of the game. He can't get the first. He sinks the second.
Ball.
The Warriors
Have it. They're shooting 33% from the floor. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't stop the drought. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score, 38-28. Game's over, and that's it for us. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
This is Clark Dishman welcoming you to the ESPN Postgame Show. The Bucks come away with a decisive 10-point win over the Warriors. They now move to 7-4 on the year. The Bucks proved to be just too much tonight. They shot a much higher percentage, and that ended up being the key statistic. Anthony Mason finished the game with a total of 4 points and 12 rebounds. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. He was the difference tonight. And that's all we have for you tonight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you next game.